Have you ever wondered what your sleep position reveals about your inner self and even your future? In Buddhist philosophy, every action, no matter how small, holds significance. Even something as ordinary as the way we sleep can offer deep insights into our spiritual path, our present state of mind, and the future that awaits us. Today, we'll explore how your sleep position reflects not only your personality, but also your potential destiny, viewed through the lens of ancient Buddhist wisdom. But before we begin, take a moment. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, picture yourself at rest. How do you naturally sleep? Perhaps you haven't thought about it before, but each night, your body chooses a position that might tell a story about your current life and the path you're walking. Let's dive into what these positions mean, what they reveal about your inner world, your spiritual journey, and the future that's unfolding for you. 1. The fetal position. Let's start with one of the most common sleep positions, the fetal position. Imagine yourself curled up on your side, knees tucked close to your chest, much like an unborn child in the safety of the womb. This position represents security, protection, and retreat. In Buddhist teachings, the fetal position mirrors the concept of rebirth. Much like the cycle of samsara, the endless loop of birth, death, and rebirth, this position symbolizes that you are in a state of transformation. Perhaps you are healing from past experiences, seeking comfort, or preparing to shed your old self and step into a new phase of life. The Buddha taught that life is ever-changing, and embracing this idea of renewal can be powerful for your future. People who sleep in the fetal position are often introspective, sensitive, and compassionate, traits that align with the Buddhist concept of karuna, or compassion. This compassion starts with oneself and extends to all living beings. In your future, if you nurture this quality, you will likely experience profound personal growth. Just as the lotus flower rises from the muddy waters to bloom in pure beauty, you too may rise from your struggles and emerge wiser and more resilient. Take a moment to reflect. What parts of your life are ready for renewal? How can you practice compassion toward yourself as you evolve? 2. The Starfish Position. Next, we come to the Starfish Position, lying on your back, arms and legs spread wide, as if embracing the universe. This is the posture of openness, a surrender to the world and to life itself. In Buddhism, this openness aligns closely with the concept of non-attachment, one of the most important teachings of the Buddha. Non-attachment doesn't mean we care less about the world, but rather we release the need to control outcomes. We let go of the desire to possess, to grasp tightly, and instead we trust the natural flow of life. Sleeping in the Starfish Position suggests that you are someone who is open to the world's possibilities. You trust in the unfolding of life, believing that everything will come to you at the right time. Your future, then, holds great abundance, but only if you continue to embrace this openness. Whether in your career, your relationships, or your spiritual practice, you will thrive when you let go of control. The Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." Your ability to release expectations and live in the present will bring peace and prosperity into your life. Reflect on this. Are there areas in your life where you need to release control? What would it feel like to trust in the process and allow things to unfold naturally? 3. The Side Sleeper Position. If you are a side sleeper, whether on your left or right, you are in a position of balance. The side sleeper position is neutral, stable, and grounded. It's not too rigid, like lying flat on your back, nor too vulnerable, like lying face down. Instead, it represents the Buddhist principle of the middle way, the path of moderation between extremes. The Buddha taught that to achieve enlightenment, we must avoid indulgence in both luxury and asceticism. The middle way is about finding balance and harmony in all things. As a side sleeper, your future is likely one of equilibrium, where you will find success in maintaining balance between work and rest, between ambition and contentment, between love for others and care for yourself. Your career may not be marked by dramatic shifts, but rather steady progress. In your relationships, you will cultivate peace by avoiding extremes of emotion, no fiery arguments, but also no icy distance. By walking the middle way, your life will be one of quiet fulfillment and stability. Pause for a moment. How can you bring more balance into your daily life? In what areas are you leaning too far to one extreme? The soldier position. If you sleep on your back with your arms straight by your sides, you are in what's known as the soldier position. This posture reflects a disciplined, structured approach to life. Just like a soldier standing at attention, this position suggests you value order, self-control, and purpose. In Buddhism, this mirrors the Eightfold Path, the path of right actions, right speech, right livelihood, and right mindfulness, among others. The Eightfold Path is a disciplined way of living that leads to the cessation of suffering. If you sleep in this position, your future may be shaped by your dedication and focus. You likely approach challenges with a clear mind and a strong sense of responsibility. The Buddha once said, with effort and resolve, train yourself in the path of peace. Your future holds great success, but only if you continue to apply your disciplined approach. Whether in work, family, or personal growth, your mindfulness and commitment will lead you to your goals. Reflect on this. How can you bring even more mindfulness into your actions? Are you living in alignment with your true purpose? 5. The Freefall Position. Now let's talk about the Freefall Position, lying flat on your stomach, arms spread out. This position is all about vulnerability. You're face down, exposed, perhaps seeking control by grounding yourself to the earth. In Buddhism, this vulnerability can be a beautiful thing. It's a reminder of the impermanence of life, the idea that we cannot control everything, no matter how much we try. The Buddha taught that clinging to control is one of the causes of suffering. In the Freefall Position, you may be holding on tightly to something, but your future lies in learning to let go. If you can release your fears, anxieties, and need for control, you will find freedom. Much like the Buddhist teaching of anicca, or impermanence, this position reminds you that nothing is permanent, and embracing change will bring you peace. Your future will unfold in ways you could never have planned, and that's where the beauty lies. Ask yourself, what are you holding on to that is causing you suffering? How can you practice letting go? 6. The log position. Finally, we have the log position, lying on your side with your arms straight down, almost like a tree standing tall. This position represents clarity and straightforwardness. In Buddhism, this is akin to right view, one of the core aspects of the Eightfold Path, which encourages seeing things as they truly are, without illusion. If you sleep in this position, you likely approach life with honesty and directness. You value truth, and your future will be shaped by your ability to stay grounded in reality. Whether in your career or personal life, this clarity will help you avoid unnecessary suffering. By seeing situations clearly and being direct with others, you will navigate your path with confidence. Take a moment to reflect. Where in your life can you seek greater clarity? How can you practice seeing things as they truly are, without judgment? Conclusion. Each sleep position offers a window into who you are, and perhaps even where you're headed. In Buddhism, our everyday actions, even those as unconscious as sleeping, are tied to our spiritual journey. By aligning your actions with mindfulness, balance, and compassion, your future will unfold with peace and wisdom. No matter which position you sleep in, remember that the true lesson of Buddhism is that your path is your own. Embrace it with mindfulness, and your future will unfold with serenity